Hi my people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, I want to talk about marital problems. You know, as a married person, we always have some problems of our own, but most of us, we don't like talking about them. So today, I want to talk about why marital problems. I know you are in that marriage, you feel like you are so exhausted. You feel like, what is going on? You have reasons what is going on, but you don't want to see. So I'm going to take you through about why marital problems. So let us go into this discussion. So, why are you having marital problems? Number one, to test your love. The moment you profess love for someone, challenges will come to test if both of you are serious about it. Love must be tested to see if it will withstand the fire. Can your love stand the test of time? Ask yourself that question. Another thing why you are having marital problems is the raw of being naked. No. Just wait. You will understand. Nothing strips you naked like marriage, I'm telling you. In marriage, you will discover things about each other that already existed or that you acquire as you progress. These discoveries sometimes will be very ugly, but can you two be naked and ashamed of each other? I know you are thinking about the other things. I'm just talking about you coexisting with another person. Can you be loved for who you truly are? That is why we always have a lot of marital problems, because we go into marriage and then we cannot withstand each other. Another thing is ego. And this one has like 70% why we are having marital problems. Ego. You know, ego will lead you to fights. Ego will lead you to arguments. Ego is what is keeping many couples from solving their issues quickly. You have a problem, you can't solve it. Why? Because of that ego. Like, I cannot sit with her and talk about anything, you know, as a man, or you as a woman, you're like, I cannot sit with him because it's like we are not reasoning the same things, you know. So ego is one of a reason why we have marital problems. You know, if you want to seek help through therapy, you need to acknowledge each other's wrong. People don't know that if you go for therapy work, you need to acknowledge each other person's wrong. And then when you listen from each other, and then you will start compromising, you know, and then at the end of the day, maybe your problem will be solved. Another thing is, that's number 4, you two are in different seasons. Also, this one can lead to having marital problems when both of you have different seasons. And this is how. Perhaps you two married you two got married in 2 different seasons. Maybe you are in the season of bringing up a family. Your spouse was still in the season of looking around and having fun, you see? Or maybe you two started in the same season of building a family, and along the way, one of you entered a different season, such as feeling lost, feeling broken, loss of work, depression, self-doubt. It can bring this kind of disjointment. Or maybe you both suffered the same tragedy, such as the loss of a child, for example. One of you healed faster, but the other is still in mourning, making you two not connected. So be patient and always accommodate each other. Now you understand about seasons. Another thing, that is number 5, is to reveal God to you. Let me explain. Sometimes God will allow you to go through some difficult times to reveal to you that He is your healer, your provider, your redeemer, your counselor, and your unifier. In your marital problem, some of these things, don't overlook them. Don't say like, I don't know why God has left us. No. Sometimes in those difficult situations, remember that God is your healer, your provider, your redeemer, your counselor, your unifier. And you understand that you need to pray, because there are some marital issues that maybe God is taking you through this difficult to reveal Himself. Or maybe it can even be a hand of a person, okay? But this one you're talking about when God wants to reveal Himself to you. Sometimes you might go through these difficult situations. Another thing is to prepare you for your purpose, okay? To prepare you for your purpose. What you're discussing is, why are you having marital problems? To prepare you for your purpose. Now, listen to this. When God has marked you two for a purpose, you as a wife and the other person as a husband, such as to impact society, to help other couples, to lead people to financial breakthrough, to teach others about parenting, God will allow you to go through some uncomfortable experiences to teach you and equip you. Okay? Our struggles are often an indicator of our purpose. That is what I have understood throughout my life. So once God heals you both to stand, you will help others to stand. So don't give up. So sometimes our marital problems can be to prepare us for a purpose. And we are talking about how God prepares us. Sawa sawa. So that when a couple will come for advice, you will be able to give them advice that is appropriate, that is biblical founded, that you are going to lead them in a spiritual path whereby they will also be like, you are a testimony for us, so give us some tips on how you have been managing your marital. Okay? So don't give up in your marriage. Some of these things, they're spiritual. Another thing is to humble you. To humble you. Let us explain this further. Oftentimes when marriage is going well and smooth, it is easy to get comfortable. And you can agree with me that. To get filled with pride or become, so relaxed, But when trouble will come to wake both of you and keep you grounded and humble, remember, some marital issues, they're there to humble you. You are married. You're going to get married. The first years are going to be merry, merry, merry. And there is this saying that marriage is not a bed of roses. It is very true. It will not continue getting so merry. You're not going to relax a lot. There are times whereby you're going to go through difficulties. Like, these difficulties are going to humble you so much until you will never forget how to pray. You will never forget some verses in the Bible. Okay? So I want you to always maintain a posture of humility when you are married, when you're in that relationship, a posture of humility. Don't forget God. Okay? And let life give you lessons that are teachable. There are some couples outside here who are so humbled that I know because they were filled with pride. Like, they will talk about their marriage as if they do not have problems. Now, when the problem hit them to the ground, they could not even explain. They had to seek. They did not have that humility. So have humility and know that life can give you some forced teachable lessons. Another thing is why you are having some marital problems is because these problems is to lead you back to God. That one I can testify today that some of these marital problems are leading us to God, and we don't want to agree, but they can lead you to God. Marriage can easily make your faith weak, I'm telling you, or make you less spiritual, as your focus is on your spouse and children. So as you are getting away from God, or maybe even turn your spouse to your idol, determining every aspect of your life, God will shake your marriage to get your attention. I want you to fix your eyes on God no matter the state of your marriage. Let me give you an example. As a married person, I will tell you marriage is not for faint-hearted people. You need to have a strong heart. You need to understand that faith only works with those who are strong. If you are weak, you can't manage. Sometimes it reaches a point whereby you do not have even food on the table. Like even your bills are very hard for you to pay. You have children who are going to school. You're supposed to take care of your parents. And both of you, something is not like finance-wise, things are so bad. Okay, and the only place you can turn to is to God. And that is why I'm telling you, some of these marital problems, just turn to God. You're going to get your answers there immediately. Okay, so fix your eyes on God no matter the state of your marriage. Another thing is your foundation was weak. The moment you start experiencing marital problems, it means your foundation was somehow weak. If there are some aspects about each other that were not dealt with, those things we call them red flags, okay? Especially during courtship. Mark my words, in marriage you will have to deal with them, no matter how difficult it is. If you have built a foundation whereby you cannot sit down and solve your issues, it will reach a point whereby after courtship, now it's marriage, it will be so hard for you to sit with your husband or your wife and talk about matters that are very, very, like at hand. So, some of these foundations we need to understand that are also causing our marriages and our marital problems. I want you to relax. And I want you to know that this is for your good. If you manage this well, especially the foundation part, and I'm talking to those who are almost getting into marriage. Now maybe you are in that courtship and you're almost going to that marriage thing. Remember, if your foundation is wrong, there are some red flags. We usually ignore them and then we come and get them. Let me give an example. If one of your partner is into infidelity, or maybe your partner, is into adultery, let me tell you, if you do not take care of this thing when you're still in courtship, some of them they will not show you, some of them they'll show you. You need to know if you're getting into marriage, know how you're going to handle your partner. If most people say, if my husband cheats on me, I'll call that marriage quit. If my wife cheats on me, I will never stand in that marriage. Yes, it is very true, because cheating is just a game of, it's a very bad game. And this thing usually causes a lot of havoc in marriages. Because the moment you step out of your marital, let me give you an example. The moment you step out of your marital, the first thing you're going to experience is financial crisis. That one, I'm telling you, you're going to experience financial crisis. And I don't know why it always hits your financial crisis. Not that you are giving out your money, no. But it literally closes all doors. Your opportunities get so close. So it takes your partner who is spiritual alert to help you maneuver in prayers, to help you pray hard, to help you stand in the gap of prayers. And it is not for the faint-hearted. It is for those people who have purposed to help their marriage work. So, if your foundation is weak, remember you're going to encounter it. Okay? So, another one is to make you stronger. Okay, these marital problems are there to make you stronger. Each time you run away from these problems, you are not strong, because you're going to meet either the same problem in your next relationship, or maybe more profound difficult in your next relationship. Now, muscles grow stronger when pushing against an opposing force. So similar, your marriage will grow stronger as you two learn the art of using storms to improve your marriages. Did you understand? Okay? If you master the art of using storms to improve your marriages, I'm telling you, there will be nothing that will be difficult for you in your marriage. Another thing is your marriage is being attacked. Each time you are going through marital problems. Why are you going through marital problems? First of all, you started saying maybe God wants to reveal something. Now we are talking about maybe your marriage is attacked. Now, the enemy does not like a healthy family. Healthy marriages lead to healthy individual, leads to fulfilled purpose, and even healthy societies. So, remember, the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So, the enemy will be there. The purpose is to steal, kill, and destroy your marriage. So, the enemy will throw issues at you and even work on your flesh to sow discord and disunity in between you two. You both will attack each other after years of unity, and you will not understand why. Have you ever seen these couples who decided to do a very massive wedding, and then after that wedding, maybe 2-3 months later, things are not working, they start fighting in their marriage. Even others fought in their honeymoon. They come back when they are already divorced. You see, some of these things also a hand of a person. Somebody said you can never get married. Okay? So here, prayer should be one of your priorities. So don't let your enemy win. The moment you start seeing your marriage into shambles, try, my sister, my brother, try. Pray, 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 pray. And let me tell you one thing. If your marriage is attacked, the moment you pray, Mimi, what I have seen God unveil hidden things that I sit down and tears only comes out, Tears will just come out. Like, you don't understand why somebody will do this to you. Why? Like, what is the reason behind somebody treating you like that? Why is the reason behind somebody, like, decides to be like, you are not enough, I have seen things until I look at myself and be like, if it is not for God, then I will not be here. I understand that God answers prayers, and it is true. Go down on your knees and pray. And pray, pray, pray. I usually love Psalms 91. Psalms 91 always is a vibe to me. It gives me something that I feel like if I pray this prayer, there are so many things my enemy will not, there's so many reasons why my enemies will not attack me. Okay? Marriage needs prayers. And if you pray, because the Bible says God knows our hearts. Whatever is hidden in our hearts, He knows. And the moment you ask God, okay, if you're a woman and you're asking God to unveil the hidden agendas of your husband, mark my words, it will not even take a week. You will be given visions, they will be presented to you, the hidden things your partner does. You will see. So it is upon you to choose if you are willing to withstand the flaws, or if you are not, then you have to pack your things and go. Okay, so know that marriages are also attacked by our enemies. Another thing is, you have not taken care of the little foxes. Now, every couple has the little foxes that come to ruin the garden, For some, the little foxes are in-laws. Hey? Story for another day. Others, it is even sex itself. Others, it is friends. Others, it is the phone. Others, it is the finances. Others, it is the ex. I want you to identify your little foxes in your marriage and keep them from ruining your love. Let us rewind a little bit. When you talk about foxes being in-laws, that one you need to be very careful. Some in-laws are demons. Like, some in-laws are bad. Like, they're just bad energy, bad omen. They can ruin your marriage. Let me tell you, there are in-laws who look at you and tell their son, like, you just have to marry another woman. That one, Why will somebody say, and it is a woman who's speaking those words, okay? Some of us, we have problems with our sexual life, okay? You find couples are not satisfied with their marital sex. A couple decides to go and cheat outside. And then you ask yourself, how will you be answerable, okay? If imagine the angel of God appears, just appear, okay? Or maybe you are being caught in someone's house, or maybe you die on that bed. Like, what message are you bringing to your generation? Okay? Another fox is about friends. You listen too much to your friends, whatever advice your friends are giving you, you dive into that kind of conversation. You don't even think twice. There are some friends who are meant to destroy you. They can never build you. Why? Because they are so jealous of your relationship. Be careful with your friends that you are so attached with. Another thing is that phone. Phone. Let me give you a story. There is a time whereby a couple, a husband, okay, has a lot of password in the phone. Why? Because he is trying to hide some things from the wife. Now, this person got an accident and died in the process. Now, the phone, nobody can access the phone. Why? Because they don't understand why somebody, okay, it is choice. If you feel like you are hiding issues, hide them. But I've seen couples struggling because of phones. Why? A man died, or maybe the woman died in the process. The phone is there. Wherever mahali umeokotwa, like they don't know how to talk to your people, okay? They have to wait. Whoever will call, will receive. Okay, so they make sure that the phone is not switched off. You see, it is not good. If you are just married and you respect your husband, you respect your wife, there is no need of this password thing. Okay, there's no need of it. As long as you know you are okay. But if you know you are cheating, then keep those passwords. Keep them, because if you'll be found, it will be terror in that house. So I understand that phones are also the main reasons why we have these little foxes in our house, that our marriages are not working. Another thing is finances. There are couples who are hiding their finances. They hide their finances from their couples. And then when you die, imagine, when you die, either you have children, you've been hiding this thing, you are dead, or maybe you are in a coma, okay? Nobody can access your bank account, but you have money, or maybe possibilities, maybe you are dead, your children cannot go to school. Why? Because we don't know if you had a bank account or not, okay? It is not good. You know why I like these rich people? These rich people, what I understand, even if they have their other bank accounts that are hidden, but their couples, you will never find their children suffer. Why? Because maybe the man was somehow opened with the finances. I don't know why people like hiding their finances. But anyway, we get lessons as we go by. Marriage is not easy. Marriage is tough. And some of us, what we have seen about exes. Now, this is also a problem. If you cannot control your exes, mark my words, your marriage will go off. So, identify your little foxes and keep them from ruining your love life, your marriage. Another thing is disconnect between reality and expectation. Let me explain to you. Sometimes the reality of marriage is different from our expectation. We hurt because of expectation not being met. If you two manage your expectation well and you treat each other well, you might shape your reality close to your expectation as possible. You know, complaints only make the reality more sour and bitter. Okay? So, expectations between you two people, okay? Sometimes it's hurtful because one of the party is not meeting up to the expectation you thought. Okay, after some time you discover, oh, whom did I marry? There is a story that was going on in TikTok. Like a lady was like saying, whom did I marry? Like this lady got married to a man and the man was literally using this lady. Like the man didn't have a home, okay? But he was providing. But whatever the man was saying, he's not, okay? So that kind of expectation usually ruins your relationship in the long run. Another thing is a clash of personality. Now, you two are different genders, different personality, with different perception from different upbringing. Because of this, there will be friction from time to time. But when you learn to hear each other out and try to understand each other's perspective, you too will make it. Personality, okay? May I come from a different background, you come from a different background, we were brought differently, okay? And imagine you are putting us in the same roof. How will we survive? Only if we understand each other's with each other's perspective. That one we are going to make our marriage work. The last one is lack of knowledge. Sometimes you two will make a mountain out of a molehill simply because you two lack knowledge. And this is why couples that have been together longer and go through all manner of challenges are not scared of issues anymore. They have acquired more wisdom on how to handle things. I want you to seek knowledge. It will help you, it will help both of you to see that problems that you are facing today, they can be manageable. Now, I know you have learned one or two things. Look at your marriage. Ask yourself these questions, okay? What are these things that are making your marriage have problems? So today, whatever we are talking is, why are you having marital problems? I know you have your own reasons, but these that I have compiled are 100% a surety that we have marital problems. And these are the reasons. Until next time, guys, bye.